What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tits here, and I'm going to show you a Dethcube build breakdown for you guys. I've been getting so many messages for how to mod the Dethcube. It's been a few weeks now. If I wasn't so busy, would have had it up sooner, sorry about that, but this is for you guys, my subscribers. I got some gameplay afterwards also to show it to you in action. I think it's some higher level corpus. Well, 50s or something. I'll show you the rifle first. So we got a catalyst in them. Piercing hit all the way up, of course. Serration 3 from the top. It's fine if you can only get your serration like 4 from the top or something. Or 5 from the top. Just stick the rest in cryo rounds. Speed trigger all the way up. Big thing for the Dethcube. Having speed trigger all the way up really helps him a lot. You know, a lot of the damage elemental mods being that his base damage is a lot lower, you know, you're not going to see the huge effects, you know, as if it was on your own weapon. But things, utility type mods, like the speed trigger, really helps out a lot. Split chamber, of course, all the way up. Cryo rounds 2 from the top. And hammer shot all the way up. If you ask why, it's mainly for the 40% stun. Huge stun. That way, with this mod, this is a dual stat mod. You get this in nightmare mode, by the way. This, wildfire, and blaze all have a 1.0 drop rate. So if it's taking you a while to get this, just put the fire mod back in. You can have it, pretty sure you can have it ranked. Actually, if cryo rounds is all the way up, yeah, you can have like a you can have your fire mod in. Only hellfire, only 1 rank in it. You're not going to be doing much damage, even if it was like ranked up all the way. The hammer shot's really nice because you can have, you know, your Dethcube doing utilities like stunning enemies, so you can just be there doing damage. And it pretty much just kind of like it doesn't really stun them per se, as far as I could see, like completely stun them and they're all dazed for a while. It kind of just slows them down in between their shooting. They're not as alert, is what it seems to do on the Death Machine, the Dethcube. It seems to do the same thing when I use it, because I use it on my sniper rifle, of course, for the crit damage. And if I don't one-shot him, it seems to also kind of do the same thing, slow him down. So, you know, I'm not for sure, you know, if it's working 100% correctly on the Dethcube. These dual stat mods just came out. Update 9's had, you know, many problems, and the Dethcube has had lots of problems with certain mods working and this and that. But they always seem to eventually fix it. And whether this one's, you know, fully working to its 100% potential or not, it definitely slows them down, their shooting, and it's better than having, you know, hellfire with a rank or 2 in it anyways. So this here is a really nice build. It's what I use for my Dethcube. And then for him himself, that was for his rifle. For him, I first want to talk about the priorities real quick. I won't go into too much detail, I've already done a video on it. But they don't tell you this in the game, but the way, this is only Dethcube too, because he's standalone, you're not controlling him. So like, this has nothing to do with weapons or warframes, it's only the Sentinels, is what I meant to say. They have a priority list, so if you have their powers mixed up, that's why they won't be doing things. They won't be doing certain powers, and you'll think like it's broke, but it's not. Also, you see these 4 powers on the left? That's Guardian, Vaporize, Swift Death, and Sanctuary. Notice Sanctuary is not in a polarity because it doesn't have that polarity. Yet, it is a power, and it is a newer one you get from the Void. A great one, too. Basically, when you revive an enemy, it makes a shield around you. And the higher you rank it up, the more damage it can take. Now, before Sanctuary came out, I had Regen in, which was to the right of Sanctuary. Now if I were to put regen in now, here's the problem. Notice my powers: Guardian, Vaporize, Swift Death, Sanctuary. Regen's not in his list of powers equipped because he only gets 4. And it's the first 4 that go in order clockwise. So you gotta pick. And regen is definitely not needed. He should not be dying. I even take him. I mean, you have to stand in front of an enemy and not do anything, and they're gonna be really high level, and even then they don't even target the Dethcube or the Sentinel. And I mean, even in Highway defense, my Dethcube doesn't die. And if he does die, when they're finally level 150, you know, when I'm on wave 50 or 60, when I'm doing my Highway defense, it doesn't really matter. Because at that point, the Dethcube does, a Sentinel just does no damage, you know, on level 150, 175 enemies. So, take regen out, put your Sanctuary in. So obviously all the mods in the middle, still got 12 points left. It's because I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of mods putting redirection up all the way, because why do that if my Dethcube's not dying ever? So I got, you know, a few in redirection, 5 to be exact, 3 in vitality, 3 in fast deflection, 3 in steel fiber. You know, just a few in each and it's fine. Guardian all the way up for sure, and I put that my first power, and I consider this best. And this is also the guide they did on Reddit too, when the guy was talking about the priority list. That means he will do Guardian first and foremost before anything when your shields are depleted. That way you will definitely be getting your shields back up when they get knocked down to 0. They will go up, well, they go up quicker basically. And if I were to have Guardian as a 4th power, it wouldn't happen, because other, like, Vaporize would try to take over priority. That's how this works. So you want to go Guardian on the far left, far right you want to go Vaporize. And remember, Vaporize has a cooldown. That's why you see it happen, and then you might not see it for another 20 seconds. It has like a cooldown. Swift Death is the next one. Basically, I have it one from the top. You can put it up all the way. Basically, it just keeps him shooting regularly. So he'll keep, you know, moving from enemy to enemy. He'll just keep attacking. And then Sanctuary, lastly. And I already told you what that does. And this is pretty much your perfect build for your Dethcube. Let's go ahead and check out some gameplay now. Alright guys, got some higher level corpus here. Show you just how fast my Dethcube will just burn right through him. Throw him up in a Bastille so I can be able to show you guys pretty easily. This is just the regular rifle too. Just eats right through him. See how quickly went through that shield too. That's all that's the ice mod there. There's the Vaporize. Took a little more than 3/4 of his health, about 7/8 of his health or so. You also see at various times when I go to 0, he'll boost my shields back up. He'll basically just make them go up way quicker. And you'll see blue around the edges of the screen. That's my Guardian kicking in. And I actually didn't have any buddies on at the moment when I was making this video to revive someone and do Sanctuary. But I'm sure you guys have seen what Sanctuary looks like, so I don't need to show you that. You know what it is. You know to put it on. It's awesome. Here's a Vaporize right here. I think I already did it actually. There's a Corpus Crewman right there. It eats through them pretty well. They're one of the tougher ones, so I wanted to show them. And that's pretty much all I got for a quick little example. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.